back to the Sith Dominion podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Dana Martin. With me tonight, we have, it's out of order. Hold on. It's here. Thank you. We have Lore Master, Cam, and Eris. Eris back at the show. Welcome back, Eris. We just talked right before the show, kind of lining out the next 6 episodes of the Sith Dominion. We'll be following, the Maul series. So as those episodes post on Monday, we will watch them and review them on Tuesday. With that, we've got some folks that are in and out over the next few weeks, and that's fine. We will have Eris joining us as a staple for the next 6 weeks. Welcome. Thank you for agreeing. How is everybody? I know, let's start over there with you, Lore Master. You've had some show. You had a show on Tuesday of last week.
We had a practice.
You had a show
on
Friday of last week.
I think it was it Friday?
Thursday.
It was Saturday.
Saturday.
This last Saturday, we were down in Baytown.
In Baytown. Yes.
Yeah.
How was that show?
Oh, it went really well. Really well. It's probably our best with all of us there.
Yeah.
Bad drive. So long. Don't run.
Dude.
From San Marcos to Baytown? Good.
We went San Marcos to Baytown and back.
Oh my God. That's like 8.5 hours of driving in one day with no stops.
Yeah, It was like 3:40-ish there and around 3 back.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was not fun.
Oh, I mean, 8.5 with stops. You got to throw a lunch in. And I piss a lot, so.
No, we stopped at Buc-ee's.
You have to stop at Buc-ee's.
That was it. Like, we stopped at Buc-ee's like 40 minutes in because that's getting us to
chicken sandwich.
I did get myself a chicken
100%.
sandwich.
That fried chicken sandwich.
It's so good. I was telling you about it.
Man.
Oh.
It's the cheapest shit they got. Look, every time I go in there, it's like 5 cents more for that damn brisket sandwich. And it's good, but it's just not $10 good to me. And I'm not knocking you, Bucky.
No, I haven't had that sandwich in like 5 years, 10 years.
You know,
I'm not a brisket
gas
sandwich
prices are up. I have to take premium in my sport car. So I'm eating the fried chicken sandwich. It's the cheapest thing you got. And quite frankly, I'll take that in a pinch over any other, like even gas station fried burritos. Those things are badass. I'd even take one of these chicken sandwiches over that.
They're goated.
Yeah.
The
shrimp cocktail and sushi, you keep that. You're not eating that out of a gas station. Cam, you've been like back and forth and like just traveling the state, and you good, brother?
Yeah, man, just hanging out, providing infinite value to the shareholders, like a good little employee.
That's good for you. Is that an Alka-Seltzer? You sound like. Are you okay? That was gonna come out wrong.
No, it's just some Pedialyte, man. Gotta hydrate. Some sickness run through the Smith house. It appears, but I'm just more dialed than my wife is, and won't take a sick day. Home. So yeah, because she's just not as dialed as I am, and men just handle things differently, I guess, to put it nicely.
So when the shit goes down and you need a team player.
I am the team player.
I got you.
Cam is the team.
The show doesn't stop if I'm sick, is what I'm saying.
I see.
The show must go on because
I appreciate you.
There are things to be done.
I love democracy. I love the republic.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I just cooked your ass.
Is she watching?
Oh yeah. I don't think I'm gonna be able to leave this room later, but it's fine.
It's fucking comfy.
If I don't text you at like 10:30, bro, call the cops.
I was afraid you'd say something like, "Cause I'm the husband. It's what I do."
I do that. Like I kid you not. I mean, they might not watch this. They might not. Who knows? But I'm pretty sure I have done more cleaning than the previous at least 5 generations have done in their entire lifetime in my short, like, 5 years of marriage. No doubt.
Cleaning?
No doubt. Just anything, like house husband duties.
Oh, I got you. Okay,
like,
okay.
In, like, far and away.
100%.
100%. Like, it's not
down a path.
It's there's like a tier list, and they're not even like on like the F level. Like, I'm just that type of tier above in terms of my house husband duties.
Heck yeah, dude. Good for you. I used to watch my dad like lift the recliner so mom could vacuum underneath it. And I was like, oh, that's gross. I didn't like that at all.
I didn't see my pops fold or hang up clothes till they got divorced.
Really?
Yeah. Well, the second time, because I was really young when he got divorced the first time. But yeah.
I mean, look, I got 2 witnesses that'll vouch, man. I did housework, ironing, wash laundry. It didn't matter. Kitchen, yeah. Every day I was like the kitchen cleaning guy, and I do that today still too. You guys have been over here to the house, just yeah. That's good to hear, man.
Yesterday. Why is there so much dog hair? I just vacuumed.
Yes.
That's real, bro.
That's the old border collie, man.
That's real.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, I think there is a little bit of a difference there, and maybe it's I always kind of thought it was all the outside work. You know, my grandpa always did all the outside stuff. The inside stuff, he'd dabble and help as needed, but don't come out and try to mow. You know, I got that. And I got the tree trimming and the whatever. And so, yeah, I could see that. There's a balance of duties, right? But do you do it all, or your Woods is the princess, or y'all?
I'm dialed. Woods can get dialed at times, but I'm dialed. She can admit that. She can't come. Don't come open the door. You can't deny it. I'm dialed. Woods can get dialed sometimes.
Open the door. Are you a car door guy? Get the car door?
Occasionally.
Do you
Depends
get
on the outing.
The entry into the restaurant or grocery?
If I can beat her there, dude. I mean, geez. Sometimes she's just walking so fast. It's kind of hard. I'm like, you're making me look bad, babe. Like, slow down a little. Like, get up there and wait. I'm getting there, you know? I walk a little slow, man. I drive slow. I walk slow. But I'm dialed. Trust.
Huh?
Like an old man.
I am. I am.
The door thing's an interesting thing, man. Like, I have had people just like, what? Like, what do you people, ladies, just what are you doing? I'm just getting the door. Like, it's very few times has there been like a scrunch face of I can get my own door. And most of the time, and maybe it's just because of where we're at, it's, you know, very thankful. Oh, appreciate you, thank you, whatever. So I don't know, man. I think just it's not a chivalry thing. I think it's just a common courtesy thing.
Yeah, because you do that with more than just one gender. You see a guy coming in right after you, you'll either open it for him and then go in after. Yeah. You'll hold the door for him as he's running. Like,
yeah, but now there's lines, right? Like, what line do you cross when you're walking into the gym and the dude, how many steps behind do you hold it for? You know, like, now we start to get into these.
I'd say like 10 steps. 10 steps? Is that 8 to 10 steps, he can get his own door, bro.
If the door can fully close and like a second buffer,
they
can get their own door.
I mean, if I'm like feeling nice, I might wait, you know, give him a little head nod, you know. What pisses me off, man, is when you hold open the door for people of all genders and all the other stuff, and you don't even get a head nod, bro. Like, I'm not even asking for a thank you at this point, because I know that's just beneath.
That's too much.
Current day society. Like, it's just too much to ask for. But like, give me a head nod. You know,
when they open the other door.
Yeah, or they just like go and they're like, "What are we doing here, bro?" The greatest thing is when you got like the double door, right? Like you open the door, he goes in, and then he opens the door for you. You go in. Oh,
Perfect.
that's a top
Every
tier
time.
that's a top tier interaction as a dude. You know. Oh, after you, man. No, after you. Like that's a good vibe for sure. But yeah, we got to give head nods, man. But that's probably a lot to ask for people that just the awful entitlement of today's people.
But you shake it up there. The shake weight?
Gotta heal.
Pause.
My wife's
My wife.
Pamela. Her dang it, now I'm gonna have to go watch this shit again. Decency is the word that there's no decency anymore, right? Like if you excuse yourself around someone, even that is like off-putting. Like I'm trying to be nice and you're just standing in front of the milk case. I just need to get around you. We've been doing this for a good 40 seconds where I'm just standing here. Pardon me, I just need to squeeze through here. Yeah, excuse you.
Everything's a micro.
Okay, but you're just standing there, man. Like I'm trying to be. Maybe you shouldn't be just standing there. Maybe you should have some awareness that you're not the only person that exists in this entire world, and that my existence doesn't exist to serve your needs in this moment. So, hurry up.
In conclusion,
it's
bring back legal dueling.
It's the main character syndrome, bro. Like that's what pisses me
You're
off.
right.
Like I never liked going to the grocery store as a kid. I hate shopping. It's literally one of the worst. All forms of shopping. Even if I'm going to get something that I like, dude, it is like literally could not pay me to go shop. Like if I knew I was gonna go into said store and get a free Lego set, like it'd have to be like the Rivendell $500 Lego set. And otherwise I'm not going. I hate it. I hate going through the whole rack, like trying on shit, doing like I go to the grocery store, I'm already thinking about what I want. I don't like falling for the curbside trick because sometimes they don't pick out the bananas that I want, or like I'm going to the back section of whatever, trying to get like the least expiration, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like the grocery store is terrible. It's an awful experience. And it doesn't matter what grocery store you go to. It's an awful experience because, unless you go to like Aldi or something, but like you go to Costco, you got the stuff that's going on there we don't need to talk about. You go to HEB, you got the main character syndrome. You go to Walmart, you got the Walmart stuff. It's just terrible. And like I can't hold it in anymore, which is what's even worse. And it's just awful for Woods because like I'm just like sitting there and like I'm looking at him like, really, we're gonna have a standoff in front of the yogurt section because you have your cart in the middle of the aisle.
Yes.
I'm trying to go this way. You're over here looking at what type of Dannon yogurt you want to get. Like, move your cart, think of others, and let's get out of here. Because we're gonna spend $400 for 15 items when we're all in here, regardless of what you get. So let's just go ahead. Like I'm already pissed off before I get in there because I got to go grocery shopping and I'm going to get 10 things and it's going to be $205. Like, why do we have to make this an even less enjoyable experience? And then you got the people, they're trying to sell you shit. Like, get out of my face, bro. I don't want to try your creme brulee freaking thing that's been sitting out for 25 minutes. I want to go get what I want and I want you to leave me alone. I'll give you a head nod. No thanks. Appreciate it. Get out of my way, bro.
But the wine samples I'm always down for. 100%.
There's a lady at our Walmart that we almost look for her register every time we go because she's so nice. And she does take a while to scan groceries, but we'll be scanning, we'll be talking, whatever, And then Tommy will just take the kids and take them to the bathroom so that that's out of the way and we're not standing there in the middle of.
Let's look for the slow, nice
Oh.
checker.
So we go see her, and she's awesome because we also hate using self checkout. Something always goes wrong at self checkout.
Self checkout's the
Oh,
biggest
at Walmart,
Yes.
I feel like
90% of the time, if you have a chip, it takes 3 chip readings just to swipe.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Mm-mm.
If you got more than like 8 items, like self checkout's kind of.
Ours usually goes, well, we can't feel the weight of this item. And it's like, oh, yeah, because it's a shirt. You're not going to feel the weight of this item compared to the sack of potatoes I just put down.
That's crazy.
It's just so much easier
The weight
to
of the
go
situation.
to an actual person.
HEB has a pretty god tier self checkout. I'll say that it's pretty
We
solid.
just had a tap to pay recently.
Yeah,
I like Crest.
couple months.
Crest is really good, but I don't think y'all have Crest down there.
never heard of that. Sounds un-American.
Think of Kroger, but like pastel
Kroger.
beiges and red
Terrible.
instead of
Nope.
blue.
Where do you
Ah,
shop in
and then-
town, Cam?
Now I go to Kroger. Or do I shop in town?
Don't go
hello?
to Kroger.
I'm not going to Kroger for
Hey,
sure.
Gas point.
Usually HEB type of guy. I like going to Costco, but they just got, stuff going on there that I just, I'm not vibing with. I'll go there to get gas. I'll go to Costco to get the big case of White Monster. Feel like that's the best bang for your buck. I really like these HEB drinks. So these
These 1847, 19,
Yeah.
1870,
Yeah.
those are good.
those are solid, but
Vodka,
I hate it. I hate all of it, dude. Like
yeah.
I hate every aspect of it. It's terrible. It's
Sam's Club. There, Tommy, Jason, Summer, and I can all go sit down and eat. Family of 4 for $8 with drinks.
Damn.
yeah.
Sam's
I'm
Club is amazing, and that's like 6 hot dogs, 2 slices of pizza, and a pretzel.
See, man, Sam's Club got the pretzel, and I'm a big pretzel guy. I love me some pretzels.
Pizza.
You go to that
They got
Aunt
the chicken
Annie's
bake.
place, man, to get there. You like them soft pretzels like that?
I'm not stepping foot in the mall that we got in town, bro.
What?
Just go.
Like-
Sam's
It's
Club.
Let's
That's-
go.
the
that
best
place-
mall in
Go.
town.
That place is an actual cesspool. It's worse than Costco.
You know,
Let's
when we
all
go
go.
to the mall, it's just like pennies on the edge. Like we just go to the pennies and do an exchange or whatever. Because my wife does a lot of online, like getting the stuff and whatever. It's not right, so we go take it back. Like that's our mall experience 90% of the time. So if pennies wasn't attached to the mall, I don't know how often we'd actually go to the mall.
If I'm stepping foot in the mall, bro, something's wrong. I mean,
Really?
honestly, if
Zane, you
something's
come up here again. We'll go to the mall over here. We just won't go
I'll
to the
literally-
because it sucks.
I'll go to the
Something's
outlets
wrong.
and just walk around the whole day.
hell
Just
no.
outlet.
So much
You,
fun.
you need to come back up here and come with us because we also have tickets to the aquarium that's in our mall. So you are more than
Hell
welcome.
no.
You have an extra ticket for an adult.
Yeah, our mall, man, it's on its way out, man. It's like we lost Macy's. First of all, why do we have a Macy's in this town? I don't know, but we lost the Macy's, and then everything's got Cons is gone, and Cons was only there for like what 5 years. Yeah, man, it's crazy.
And I always walk into the wrong Dillards, and then I get pissed off because I'm like,
Mhm.
why is there 4 different ways to the women's Dillards and the men's Dillards? So no, it's not an enjoyable experience for me.
I don't
I
mind, man.
So-
If I'm by myself on a weekend, that's ideal for shopping. I don't mind. I'll go in. I have a list. I use the Kroger's closest to us. We go to Kroger, but I just crank through the list and get out. I use the tiny basket and try to get out for $100 or less. And
I think I'm just gonna have to start going at like 6 a.m., bro. I don't know, do something.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
so fun.
Certain levels of crap, but Costco don't open till 10, so it's kind of tough. And I'm not a senior citizen, so I can't go in. But
wait, what?
yeah, they have like early opening times for Costco for
Yep.
senior citizens.
Senior citizens.
They don't do that for Sam's, just Costco.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't have
as far as
Sam's.
I know it's not for Sam's Club. But Sam's Club, when it is crowded, they open up multiple extra lanes, and the self checkout is assisted. So people are still zooming through lines with no issues.
Dana, what's the
Also,
vibe like at our Sam's? You
If
know what I'm
you've got
saying?
I dig
the
it.
scanner on your phone, you can just scan your whole cart, pay through your phone, and just leave. You don't even need to go to the checkout.
It's a good vibe. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
we
saying?
did Sam's before there was Costco, and then we switched and did Costco for 2 years. I think this is their 3rd year here, and
Mhm.
we switched back to Sam's.
Sam's is great.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's note
Yeah.
that down. We might have
Yeah.
to pull a little switcheroo.
Now, one of the reasons we switched back, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, you shop there, they have resolved at our Costco, which was the scan and go feature, where you scan your groceries and you just walk out of the store. You scan them with your phone, beep,
Yep.
beep, beep, as you're putting them in your basket, and then you just check out on your phone and you walk, and someone at the door looks at their scanner as you're walking and goes, yep. That, not having to stand in line,
love
not
that.
having, because Costco, for me, I don't have no problem shopping, doing all that. Like, that was nerve wracking. All the pallets and all that shit lined up around the corner where all the snacks and all that shit is. Like, that to me was nerve wracking because I'm like, my shins are getting, it's kids hanging over carts like that, where I can't move and I'm stuck. So that was actually one of the top reasons we switched back, because I could literally, as I'm putting shit in my cart, scan it and then just walk out of the store.
Mm.
And you can easily edit your cart and go in and just go, okay, I don't need this anymore. It's like online ordering, but you physically have the item.
It's amazing.
Interesting.
So we
And
do
they got
everything we
pretzels
go to
too. That
Sam's.
could be a deal breaker too.
We
I like the
also
pretzel, man.
like their
It's like a
selection of some other items more that we found. But when we were living in Austin, Costco was it, man. Like,
Costco's
everything that
king.
I wanted was at Costco. It's just not like that here at our Costco for us.
Yeah, you gotta take me in there one day, man. We can go on a little
Get him a
date.
Hell
soft
yeah, man.
pretzel. Get him a soft pretzel. Or either a soft pretzel or a pizza pretzel.
Nah,
We'll do
soft
that.
pretzel. We can't be playing those dangerous games, man.
Well, we have talked about not Star Wars long enough.
We're talking about some
Thank you,
form of
guys. What?
So we're talking about some form of democracy and
Well,
politics and
yes,
economics.
a little.
I love democracy.
Oh. Can I say my thing again that I said last week?
Which was?
Honestly, what was it?
I don't know what you're talking. What?
I'm thinking.
Uh-oh.
Oh, for those, again,
that one.
current economics. For those that are saying short-term pain for long-term gain, whatever, you're an idiot, and please stop watching the show. Thank you. That's all I had to say. I'm gonna keep saying that every week until gas gets under
sense.
275. Okay, I'm gonna say it every time I'm on the show, unless I forget, of course, which is also a possibility.
Liar!
And that is just speaking for me personally. That does not speak for my other three great people that are on the show. That is me personally. Do not
The opinions
attack
expressed
them.
on the show are the expressed opinions of the person speaking said opinions, and not the thoughts or opinions of the Sith Dominion podcast.
Hey, can we
There
get
you
that
go.
on the, can we get that on a little banner? I feel like that would be good.
Yeah, we probably need one of those, Zane.
Oh.
I got this.
What an absolute unit.
He's gonna have it by the end of the show. All right. Nah, man. Look, at the end of the day, there's so much shit that we can control and so much shit we cannot. And the things that we can control starts with you and yours, right? Your attitude, your feelings, your thoughts, and then what are you gonna do about it, right? While at times it may seem like there are things outside of our control that are really outside to the point that there's no recovery, doesn't necessarily mean that's the case. Look Look at Star Wars. There's all kinds of stuff that can happen in the name of hope, but nothing will happen so long as there are two sides to the resistance. And we'll just leave it at that. Okay. We're going to talk about Darth Maul tonight. I know, right? But
This is great.
what happened? What
It's
I
already at the bottom.
It's at the bottom because our lore master is a unit.
Nice. Yes.
Are only the opinions of those individuals.
Thank you, Zane.
Gotcha.
I need to probably put that disclaimer now at the beginning. No, it's fine. Look, we live in a country where I can say
We live in a
I
country.
absolutely never voted for Trump, and I disagree with what he's doing, and I think we need to pull back on the reins. But I can also say I don't have all the information in my hands. I can also say whatever else, and so long as I'm not threatening the life of our president, then I can keep talking.
Now this is pod racing.
And
I feel like criticizing the government is like the most American thing to do. So
it is. It's what
You just had to kick the hornet's nest.
Yeah. Don't get me started. I'm not to be trifled with today. So,
that brother got gas today. That's how you know he's hot. Dana went paid $4.75 or some shit at the pump. You know he's pissed. I'd be pissed too. Because then you put the regular gas in there, put the regular unleaded, your vehicle's chalked, and it's going to be even more that you're going to have to pay in repairs. And then you're getting just castrated at the pump, basically.
Listen,
so,
it's one of those things where, okay, first of all, let's talk about, we don't have to talk about gas prices, but this is nowhere near what we were paying 2.5 years ago. So just calm down with all the crazy fake ass outrage. Not you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like that level. Like, come on, guys.
Aren't they supposed to be diluting the gas soon, or was that just the bill that was put up for debate?
Oh, that's never gonna pass. No way.
Okay.
no shot.
I know it went up for debate, but I don't know if it had gone anywhere yet.
Much like term limits, that's DOA. So
we got to fix the term limit thing, man. Anyways,
what's that?
So yeah, I'm staring at the thing like, and I look at my car and I look at the gas and I look at my car and I go mid-grade, and my car goes no. so I reluctantly lifted the pump and pushed the button lifted the handle and pushed.
Did you get back in slowly and just kind of sit there for a couple minutes and take in what you just honestly, had to go through?
Look, here's the deal, dude. Like I tune my car too. I have it the ECU jailbreak. So I'm the guy in the Honda with the laptop. You guys, you see the memes about. Like I could punch it up and have it run on straight E85, but I'd have to swap out a piece of my fuel system, right? I could also retune it to 89, 91. I can retune to 91. I could, but that's all I could do. E85 or 91 or 93 for the engine. So now it's like beyond the tuning of the engine. It's the engine expectation is I gotta have a higher rating of explosion for those that need that higher rate of explosion. So higher octane fuel. There we go. And anyone that ever wants to go for a little spin in the old Vader, just let me know. I will drive and I'll take you for a ride, but I will not let you drive.
Can we go to Sam's Club? Can you come pick me up and
I'll come pick you up, dude. We'll go down to Sam's. We'll go to Navasota on the 3090, that windy road. That's the road, brother.
No wives allowed.
I love that road. I take it every time I go up now.
It's so fun. Yeah, imagine
you
you
see a
haven't been in my
motorcyclist
car in that
coming
road,
around
but imagine.
Well, I can imagine seeing the motorcyclists go around the curve and they're almost in your lane, about to hit you. It's so much fun.
Yeah, there's a straightaway. There's a straight line where I when I looked down, it was 127. I don't know how fast I was going because I was coming up to where I needed to focus on brake. So, but yeah, it's a great, and the curves. Oh, jeez. Okay, enough about cars. But it's a Star Wars car, so it matters. Ooh.
Oh!
What was that?
I don't know.
You're getting swatted, bro?
Intro darkness and redness and white.
Unfortunately,
crashing through your window?
I don't think I'm that high up on the list, which means I'm not doing that great of a job. And so I need to improve. But imagine.
I know you got that. I know you got that.
That would be pretty sick. Low key.
No one else did. It's okay.
I don't expect them to get it. It's fine.
All right.
I'm so ready,
We're
guys.
gonna open this with a clip. What a pause. Oh. For those of you watching, this is a clip of Sam Witwer, voice of Darth Maul. Here we go. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you gotta turn the volume on, bro.
That's not Darth Maul. Why are you even calling it Darth Maul? And you ruined the character.
This is Sam Witwer explaining Darth Maul's return in the Clone Wars and how the Star Wars fandom was split down the middle yet again.
It's a character that's beloved by the fan community. It's
right.
It's everyone seems to love that character. But we are going to make him talk a lot. We were going to give him a specific personality. We were going to make statements about how he was trained or what he was meant to do and all these things. And quite possibly, these things were not going to line up with fan expectation.
Right.
That's the whole thing.
Right.
Especially when we were going to introduce him as a madman. I mean, it was interesting to see the fan reaction to that. 50% of people were like, wow, that's really cool. He's this mad spider creature.
Yeah.
And then the other 50% were like, that's not Darth Maul. Why are you even calling it Darth Maul? And you.
All right. So, we've had a Darth Maul show. Zane said he thought it was like episode 3. It was way back. Darth Maul's one of my top 5.
I think it was 3.
Darth Maul would be awesome. My glass tonight, Darth Maul. Sam Witwer, amazing. He was great in Battlestar Galactica also. Shout out BSG and Katie Sackhoff. Does he have a point? Because we all knew who Maul was from Phantom Menace, and that's all we knew of Maul. And then we get this introduction of him being alive, and he's alive, attached with spider legs. I'll start and just say I was like, what are they doing? With the reveal in the what are you doing? I thought this dude was badass, and now you made him this freak. I don't know what else to call it. What did you guys think?
I ended up liking that he was absolutely, for lack of a better word, batshit.
Yeah.
Because, like, watching it as a kid, you went from this guy was quite literally flaunting. He's like, I could kill you at any moment. I'm gonna mess with you a little bit. And then gets cut in half, goes down a garbage chute. You never see him again. Then you see him again on a garbage planet, just skittering around on his multiple shaking legs. And it's like, huh.
But he's like, this is the thing, right? He's driven by obsession with Kenobi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like this is what is keeping him alive, essentially, is this vengeance for Kenobi. What I didn't understand and until rewatching segments of that in prep for the show was and maybe it was because it was so long ago. You mentioned the mental instability piece of that. He was batshit crazy, as you said. I mean, the guy was obsessed with getting to Obi-Wan to kill him, and he's obsessed with Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he's obsessed with Kenobi. Like, the dude, that's all he is. And to be stuck in isolation with that kind of a mind,
Constantly drilling at you because it's.
right. But this is where I go to you, Cam, because where I was re-listening to the shows last week, the show from last week, and you had said it's okay, take the risk, something of that effect with Disney. A villain, it can be evil, right? Like, doesn't have to have this oh poor me story and understand what they can just be evil. And while I think there is some of that, with Maul, that you kind of feel sorry for him here, there, whatever. Dude's flat out just evil. I mean, and I'll pass the baton, but that also led me to what you were saying last week, that no, it's okay to have a dude so whacked out and crazy.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that's almost kind of where I'm like, if there's one reservation I have with the show, is that they eventually take him down this path of not like anti-hero, but like, I mean, like, I don't know, try to give him some type of like redemption arc with this one Jedi, that maybe they might make Talon, or who knows, and that would probably be one thing that would probably check me a little bit, because everybody's got to have, like, everybody's redeemable. There's there's this gray area, and it's like, I would like the fact that no, like, this guy's good. Like, even when he's trying to, like, get Ahsoka over to his side, like, everybody watching the show is like, you're still on the wrong side. Like, yeah, you're against, like, yeah, you want to thwart Palpatine's plan, but that doesn't make what you're wanting to do to the galaxy, like, inherently good,
Yeah.
And so I'm hoping that's probably my one reservation I have with, like, what they might do. I don't think they'll do it, because obviously we have what comes after. Like, we know what's coming, so I doubt they, like, go down this path. Like, even in Rebels, like, we still know, like, Maul's a bad dude. Like, Maul is an evil cat. Like, he is a bad guy. And there's no like, he's just using Ezra for his own gain. Like, there's no, other stuff. But yeah, I do hope they keep the consistency of the character. I feel like that they've had since season whatever, Clone Wars and Rebels. So
I feel like that obsession with Kenobi drove him. Like, he had two obsessions: power, display of power. So he had to actually sit on a throne, display of power. That he needed that, but he also needed Obi-Wan. And I feel like if you were to look at everything that he did, and I hope that this fills in some of this gap and proves me right, that everything he was doing was putting out the feelers. Like, every was it like 5 different groups or crime organizations at some point he lorded over. And so that's your feelers. Where is Kenobi? Like, that's what all of it maybe could have been about for him deep down. If I can assert myself and do what I want to do and that I'm born to do, which is sit on a throne, that will allow me to really get to the meat of why I exist currently and my purpose, which is Obi-Wan Kenobi. Or Kenobi! So.
Well, and then, like, even when he dies and he's asking Kenobi if you know, is Luke the chosen one or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And it's like he still says like, "May he avenge us," I believe, somewhat of the line, I believe, and it's like still that word right there, like he still wants, right, to screw Palpatine,
Yeah.
and like that's still there, and and you're like, oh, like maybe I've never seen people personally try to spin that to where like Maul was redeemed or
Oh. Yeah. No.
died. I've never seen that. Thankfully, I would think that'd be wrong, but like still, that's there even when he dies.
Yeah, his eyes were still. I watched that scene today. As a matter of fact, his eyes were still red. He was burned on a pyre, so he didn't disappear as a Force ghost or anything crazy. When he asks, "Will he avenge us?" He's putting himself as a Sith assassin, the Sith. I mean, us with the Jedi in the same boat. Will he avenge us? And that, not that was a touching moment or whatever, but I thought it was really interesting use of scripting. Like, that's very intentional to say it that way. And for Obi-Wan then to say, yes, like we are in this together. We did experience the exact same thing. And I never had thought of it in that manner until literally watching it today. That I'm glad you brought that up. Lore Master, Spider Guy, when you first saw him, and what were your feelings, thoughts? Were you like, oh, or were you like, what the hell?
I mean, I was a little kid, so I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
That's why I said, oh.
Spider Psycho, Spider Psycho.
Yeah, that's as a kid with a little mind. That's exactly.
Yeah. Can we get a Lego of Spider version of Maul? Oh my god, that would be amazing. Like one of them K2SO size guys, right? Like get like that size. I feel like Cam's about to pull something for us.
No, I feel like there is a Lego like that.
I know
It's
he's
an official design.
He's in one of the Lego Star Wars movies as the Spider Psycho.
He is. Yeah. I remember.
Let's see here.
Which means there has to be something out there for him. There has to be a blueprint. Everyone's looking for Legos now.
Yeah.
Ask Reddit. Reddit probably knows.
Yeah, they have the mechanical legs, but I'm not seeing one that's like an official.
With the spider legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's no official like set with them, but people have made copies off of, like, I think they had it in like a special or something. The Terrifying Tales.
They had it in, no, it wasn't Terrifying Tales. If I remember correctly, it was in one of the Rebuild the Galaxies because it's Spider-Ham with all the other Sith.
It was both.
Was it both? So I know Darth Jar Jar's was standing next to him in the Rebuild the Galaxy or whatever.
Kind of just anyone watching, any of the viewers right
now. Oh,
this was basically his design. This is what it would kind of look like. Someone made a mock-up of it.
Yeah, that's not what I was thinking.
I mean, that's basically how he looked.
That's pretty accurate.
No, not in my.
Not in your head canon.
Not in my head canon. No. How do you see the shit you saved in Facebook, like the videos?
You click it.
Monkey, John.
Monkey, Luffy. Okay, you can laugh, guys.
All right.
Don't be afraid.
You should be able to see like the reels you saved, right?
If you don't see them, you have to go to your bookmarks.
What? I'm on the web thing, not my thingy.
There's
Who
still a
uses
bookmark
Facebook
section.
on the
Oh,
web?
hey, I got you.
Who uses Facebook on the website? So boomer of you.
I was looking at Facebook
Okay.
posts of this today.
I meant to play this one first. This was my
You
fault.
crochet in it a lot. My point still stands.
She
I just
is
finished a
quite the-
D20. It's right behind me now. I got that and a health potion now. I'm making a mimic.
All right.
Did you know that the original design for Darth Maul was so scary that it was banned from being used? You see, when creating Maul, George Lucas told the artist Ian McCaig one thing: draw your worst nightmare. So he imagined a dead face pressed against a window in a storm, lifeless, watching through the rain. Then he added metal teeth, blood red hair, and made Maul look like a living corpse. This concept art was so creepy that George...
Okay, first of all,
What an awful idea.
I appreciate the video and putting this together so I didn't have to. And go watch the video on his, give him credit. But dude, you kind of with what you're saying, just stop. Okay, yeah. This is I'm good. I'm glad this wasn't. But I don't want to speak out of turn here. What do you guys think?
That reminds me of Pinhead.
Pinhead from Hellraiser?
Yes.
George Lucas was even freaked out by it. He said, "Yeah, that's too much. Now draw your second worst nightmare."
Amen. Yeah, I like that one. Way better.
And that's how we got the Maul look we know today.
Wait,
Did
is
you
that
know
how
that
we
the
ended up
original
with the
design
Wright
for...
sisters
I
then? Is they
sincerely
just
want to-
took that and then went, you know
Oh
what?
wait, yeah.
Maul came from the scary thing, so let's make the Night Sisters look similar to this.
Oh,
Is that what happened?
yeah. Yeah, they do
Because
look
they look
Night
like that.
Holy crap balls.
And they're supposed to be scarier because they're the ones in control.
All right.
Ugh, creepy voodoo.
So yeah, the original Star Wars stuff, Maul stuff. I'm glad it turned out the way it did. That was more like creepy dream, standing at the edge of your bed in the middle of the night, Father. You know, yeah, no.
Are you my mummy?
Mummy.
Yeah, are you my mummy? With your Gallifrey behind you. Did we lose you, Cam, or do you know all those references?
No, I'm following.
I've got my
Nice.
TARDIS lamp beside me.
Oh yeah, with this TARDIS lamp right there, or your TARDIS lamp right there.
I could turn it on and make it make the wee woo sounds, but we won't.
Yeah, man. All right, let's talk a little more from my second favorite Star Wars voice actor. Share this.
Is it F-Dog?
I do this every
Confirmed. He does not like the sound of Vader. He likes the voice actor for. So that's cool, but you didn't share it.
So we've talked about what Freddie Prinze Jr. is about to talk about. We've talked about that on this show before. Kind of that comparison to Sisyphus. And he knows his destiny. I mean, he's destined to literally fail. Like that's his role by way of the Force. Which kind of sucks. It feels very predestiny-ish that I don't like. But yeah, here we go.
My favorite Star Wars villain, which is Darth Maul. Most people's favorite, right? So Darth Maul is Sisyphus. And this is by definition of George Lucas and Dave Filoni, not Freddie Prinze Jr. He was cursed to roll a boulder up a mountain for all eternity, only to have it roll all the way back to the bottom when he gets to the top, or regardless of how high he gets. At a certain point, it's always going to roll to the bottom. And he knows this going in.
Okay. What a great pause. what I
He's so happy.
Freddie Prinze Jr., you make me smile. Every time I see you, you make me smile. Oh, no. We do not align on several political issues. Exactly. So, yeah. And we literally just talked about him being in charge of several criminal syndicates where he doesn't just walk in and take over, right? Well, I mean, he kills Paz Vizsla. That's a whole nother thing.
That's different.
But, I mean, he still like shows up, has to do something, figure it out, and then is now the crime lord, right? Like, so he knows he's gonna have to push up, and then he's gonna have it fail, and he's gonna have to do it all over again. And that is everything about Darth Maul. It's so brilliantly written.
Knows his life is destined for the uphill climb, for repeated failure after repeated failure for all eternity. And that is Darth Maul. And that's why people love him, because human beings, and it's more men than women, are incredibly hard-headed. It's the reason sayings like Albert Einstein comes up with doing the same thing but expecting a different result is insanity. Yeah, man, we're guys and we're stupid and we'll run our head into a wall twice because we think maybe the first time we didn't do it hard enough to break it. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how we are. So we relate to a guy like that.
The questions here. First of all, how can someone look 7 months and 47 years of age?
What's playing?
What?
Just
don't know it.
why can someone look 7?
Oh my goodness. There's so many characters. I have no idea. Stop. No, I want it to
It's
stop.
like 7 months and 47 days.
47 months and 47 days later.
Thoughts about that? We've touched on that before with him. That, I mean, the dude just,
he knows Star Wars. For playing one character for like 3 seasons of one show, he knows more than a majority of actors who have been in that.
Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He knows
Yeah,
more
and
than
he's
probably
still-
half the executive leadership of Lucasfilm.
Oh, more than half.
I love that he gives credibility by saying things like, "This isn't me, this is Dave." Who, and that's not Dave. He got that from George. Like, he's very, and this I got straight from George. I know I like that comparison, and I believe it really does describe Maul. And even in the end, he doesn't accomplish. He fails. He doesn't kill Kenobi. He still fails all his whole life after being cut in half, dedicated to finding and killing Obi-Wan Kenobi, and he failed.
And what happens? He's like, he will avenge us. And even Luke failed at fully killing Palpatine. So in connection, Maul still failed.
No.
Because Luke didn't avenge him.
Easy.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? In terms of canon timeline, am I wrong?
Easy now.
I just don't know. Oh my god. All right, let me find this other one. Darth Maul. I need to understand what happened to his horns. Lore Master, can you help me understand why they were this tiny in Phantom Menace, and then they were this big in Clone Wars? And my first thought is because he's older and they've grown. But then the next time we see him, they're tiny again. Did he have them trimmed?
Down.
Yeah, have you ever
I
heard
don't
of
know.
a beard? Or
Yes.
maybe like it's like a beard mixed with a deer.
Is it like a
Is that
rhinoceros horn where it's like hair?
I
Well,
guess.
that's all horns are, is keratin. It's the same thing your fingernails and hair are made out of.
In our world.
He's a Zabrak.
Yes, so shaving the horns would be like a haircut.
Can you imagine how that would feel?
You get like
to
a
have
you
to
get like a pencil
file
sharpener.
down horns on your
Pencil
head?
Like a giant pencil sharpener. Well, I mean, it's made of the same thing that horses' hooves are.
All right. I'm gonna GPT this. I
mean, it's made.
Don't.
I'm hiding
Just
him.
use Google.
No, he's gone now, guys. He's gone now.
Absolute.
We don't allow this AI slop.
Slop, bro.
AI slop is not allowed here.
I'm gonna leave the show, man. Bro,
It's okay. I got rid of the problem.
actively using AI slop for all the world to see, encouraging it.
He can't speak. He's been silenced. AI has been silenced.
I'm looking to see if there's anything on Zabrak horns. Okay.
Oh my gosh! You just joined with 2 streams, Dad.
Saying you should be ashamed of yourself.
Ashamed of myself?
No, your father.
I am.
Video up.
You said you were looking
Master, did you find out the answer?
Oh, was I actually supposed to? I felt like
I'm looking.
I feel like that was like kind of.
I was literally pulling this video.
You're lying.
So Maul had 3 different pairs of legs, and honestly, each one says more about him than most characters get from an entire arc. After Obi-Wan cut him in half on Naboo, he survived on pure hatred, dragging himself through a junk planet on spider legs he welded together from literal garbage. But here's what nobody gives enough credit to. His most dangerous phase might have
been those big ass horns on his head.
Been the spider legs, a Sith Lord forging scrap metal through the Force while completely out of his mind. Mother Talzin ripped those apart, rebuilt him with new legs, and restored his mind. Then Death Watch fitted him with Mandalorian-grade prosthetics, Beskar engineering built for a conqueror. And that's exactly what he became. And think about this, Vader's suit was designed to limit him. Maul's legs kept getting better because everyone who rebuilt him actually wanted him at full strength. So Maul had 3 different...
I love that.
I mean, you could just say the horns attached to his head were really just a response to what's happened in his head.
We're really what?
Like the horns attached to his head are really just a response to what's happening in his head.
Don't mind me. I'm in Reddit.
You're on Reddit now?
I'm on Reddit because somebody answered the question on Reddit.
Oh, that's reputable.
Yes, Zabraks trimmed their cranial horns. It was something that was put in to the books that are quote unquote non-canon, but that is the only mention anywhere of what Zabraks do with their horns. So they do shave them down. Some of them carve intricate designs into them, almost like dyeing your hair or tattoos or whatever.
So that would explain why Savage had taller than Maul.
Essentially, he had a mullet and Maul had a buzz cut.
Sure.
Savage with the mullet.
Shorter in the front, longer in the back.
Nah. I was glad when we saw him get real legs. I was glad to see that. So in Phantom Menace, let's talk about that. Like he had a lot of mystery and mystique surrounded him, but I think mostly because he didn't speak a lot, right? He had 6 lines in the whole damn movie or something crazy like that. So we didn't get a lot of anything but, oh my God, he's amazing. And Ray Park is phenomenal and whatever. The real kind of story we get is that Clone Wars. And then they give us all kinds of fun stuff. But what I found interesting about the video I just played was that everyone that assisted in rebuilding him were doing him a favor because they needed him in some capacity to function better than he does in that moment. So Mother Talzin, first of all, clears his head and fixes his brain, gets him straight. and then fixes his legs, makes him a decent pair of legs. Where and why that's important, I think, for Maul and his arc is now, or for our understanding of his arc, is we don't have to listen to riddles. We don't have to try to understand what he's trying to say. We can get firsthand from him what his intentions are, what his motivations are, and really start to understand, I think, the character and then what made him mad. We got that, but now what? Show me something more to this character than just a crazy, badass assassin. Would you say over the next episodes of the Clone Wars, Rebels, Ahsoka, I mean, not Ahsoka, Han Solo, there we go. All these places where we've seen him, have they fulfilled that? Have they given us enough story that maybe we didn't need this new Maul series? Have they given you guys enough story of his arc? Because we've got his beginning and we've got his end.
And he's the one character where I can say I need the middle. Did I care about Han Solo before we saw him in A New Hope? No, I don't care what he was doing beforehand. I just know he's here. I know he did stupid, and some of it is explained. It's enough that I understand the context of who he is, why he is. But Maul, we get to see beginning and end. I need more. Please. It's like the whole Budapest situation with Hawkeye and Black Widow. I need more context than just Budapest. Please. I needed more context.
No idea what you're talking about.
Well, without trying to chastise her father for not understanding, you could also kind of think of it like even Han Solo now that we have his death, we want to know what happened in between. We want to know what happened with him and Ben. We want to know everything that happened kind of in between the original trilogy and the sequels with them, the middle part.
Yeah.
So because of what they did now, it's like, well, shit, now I want to know.
Now I want to know.
Yeah, and like it's the same thing with Maul. I bet people would have been fine having him just be off and not know about him. But now that he showed up in Rebels and he had all this stuff happen, now that we got the little sneak peek in Solo, we want to know, how did he get here? How did he rise to the top and still fall down all over again?
Kira's in the comic too with him. I saw some of that. She really was his right hand, and they're while it ended in a way that you didn't have to do anymore, the comic made it so that, like, well, shit, now I want to see more. now I want to see more.
I'll take more Kira. I love that actor.
Yeah,
I love that actor.
yeah, I'm sure you do, son. I don't know, Cam. What do you think, man?
I'm good, man. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I'm good. Like him I don't want Maul to turn into the next Ahsoka and Saj Ventress and Dave Filoni running out of ideas and Lucasfilm not creating new characters that we can enjoy and or give us different stories. I mean, I'm gonna watch the show and I hope it's gonna be good, and I think it's gonna be good, but I don't really want another season or 2 or 3 or 4. Like I'm good. I don't need to. I think I've said this before. Like, I think one of the things that was cool about Star Wars from the 70s on was, yeah, you had books and stuff, but I mean, when I was a kid, like, I had so much headcanon in terms of the gaps between movies and video games and all those things. And I think if you brought more of that back, I think it might add more to the aura of the IP that I think currently now is for probably the younger generation. Like when I was a kid, probably just isn't really there. They don't know or, may not necessarily care. But I don't know. I just quit key jangling characters that we know and who already have good arcs and stories. Like let's get creative here. Let's kind of give us something new. Try to give us a chance. And actually like want the fans to give the character a chance, unlike what they did with that one show a couple of years ago.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking through. You mentioned new characters. There's a lot of stuff that the Jedi did that wasn't so great. Kind of the underbelly of the Jedi. This mission here, that mission in there, and the whole Anakin scene wasn't the first time they did that stuff. This stuff, any organization, it happens. Where was I going with that? Oh, I think there's potentially some room not to have a show that kind of shows that underside. And I think they tried to do that with Acolyte, and it fell terribly. Not that I want to call out the Jedi, but I don't know what I want to do. I'll shut up.
Now the Acolyte suffered from a lot of things that we've talked about ad nauseum, but I think the thing they suffered with the most was trying to humanize the bad guys. There's a way, and I mean we have books that tell us there's ways to tell stories about the bad guys while still actively the reader knowing and or the person consuming the content knowing that no, this person is definitely bad. Like people have done good jobs at it. Doesn't mean you still can't like the character. Still doesn't mean you can't enjoy the story. It's like it was like here's why the guys that you think are good are actually terrible people, and like the Sith are just like misunderstood, blah 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 blah. And it's like you don't understand the world that you're trying to put your show in, and I think there's still stories to be told like that, but not by the people that did it. But it's just it's the current day sphere affecting that the most, I think, because the people that are making this show or that are making a lot of this content now don't have a morality system. They don't actually have a I don't know that I'm trying to say this politely, but they don't understand what good is. They don't understand what heroes are. Like that's why all of these same people are clamoring for Lord of the Rings remakes and all of these things. And I'm like, they need to be remade with the modern times and all this stuff. And it's like, well, they're trying it with Rings of Power, and there's some good moments there, but like these people don't fundamentally understand the story that this world is based off of, or that this world is telling, right? And I think that's sad because you can tell good stories about villains and they can still be entertaining stories, but they're still obviously the villains.
Yeah,
there are a lot of Thanos isn't good, people. Like he's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Again with Thanos.
There's Hannibal, a movie about Hannibal.
Yeah.
He's just hungry.
You have American Psycho. That guy's definitely not a good guy. Joker's
not redeemable. I don't care what anyone says. He is not a redeemable individual ever.
It can be done very well to have a movie about the villain, but have them still be the villain.
I think Lord of the Rings is a good example of that. To Cam's point, Lord of the Rings, Sauron, right? Eye of Sauron. What is the like? That's the bad guy, and is Sauron, and he's like, there's nothing about him as far as I know that's like a redeemable thing. Like, no, he's just flat out conqueror. Like that's flat out evil. I don't. It's okay to have a story like that and it still be impactful and it still be powerful and, dare I say, more impactful when you're celebrating a victory over a heinous and nefarious villain, as opposed to, redemption for the poor, feel sorry for the victim bullshit. Like, I see where you're going with this, Cam. Like, that's where I see where you're going, saying that's where we've been trending, that there are no bad people. It's just misunderstanding and misunderstood. And while I was playing devil's advocate on the last show about Thanos, you weren't having it. So
no, well, I mean, it like, if you don't like Boromir from Lord of the Rings, right? Like, people try to paint Boromir as like a bad person, blah blah blah, without understanding the core crux of him falling and then sacrificing himself for the hobbits is because because the One Ring corrupts, right? There is an artifact created by the all evil figure, right? That we know, and it's established within the first 5 minutes of the freaking movie what this artifact does to people, to majority of certain people, not named Bilbo, right? And Tom Bombadil, if you read the books, but and and so people not like modern day filmmakers not understanding that, because they want to like paint this gray area of how life really is and blah blah blah. And it's like, no, like, Boromir made a mistake and then in that same point realized the mistake that he was making and then sacrifices himself for the mission and his friends. Yes. And but he's still a good person that made a bad mistake. He's not an evil, bad person. And I just don't understand, like, why it's so hard for them not to just commit to like one way or the other. Like,
you've got old Disney villains. They've made so many of them have redeemable arcs, like Maleficent, Cruella, and everything. It's like, but the whole point of them being scary to kids is you could not redeem someone like that. Cruella, they were just bad.
Such a good movie.
And because it's just it's the consistent pandering, but at the core crux of it, they have there's no morality system for current Hollywood. Like, it's such an entertainment. It's such the ever needing of like inclusivity and like, we need to make everyone feel heard. I mean, it dilutes everything, and then you don't, the stories and things start to suffer when you don't let your audience, or you don't give your audience characters to resonate with, because like Zane said, you can still resonate with the Joker in The Dark Knight even though what he's doing is bad. You can still resonate and enjoy the story of Thanos even though what he's doing is bad. You can still watch any scary movie from the 80s and the 90s or whatever, and but like that person is still bad. You can read the Darth Bane books and love the character, love the story it's telling, but like, yeah, this dude's like not a good dude. But we just don't get that anymore. Like the Acolyte thought they were so fancy when they pulled the little switcheroo curveball on us. Like, no, actually the good twin's going to be the evil twin, and then the bad twin here is going to end up being and it's like, okay,
it's the same thing.
Yeah, and then you turn one of the coolest concepts of modern day canon of bleeding a kyber crystal that almost kills probably your top 5 lore strongest characters, almost incinerates him, and she just does it like because she makes contact with it turning on a lightsaber. It's like, again, you're taking stuff that's here, right, and it's going down here, and there's
because
so
you
many.
don't understand it, as you said. You don't understand it.
They don't understand, and you know what? They're in those positions, and they're probably 10 times smarter than me. Who knows, right? However they got in that position, they're not completely inept because they're at these points for reasons. One would hope, right? But for them to at the same point criticize, I'm sure if you're on social media, you've been seeing some criticism of where the Harry Potter remake is going, the call to remake Lord of the Rings with the Harry Potter stuff. And, we need to bring things into the modern times. Apparently in the new Rings of Power season, Galadriel and someone else, there's going to be an orc traveling around Middle Earth with Galadriel, and like, yeah, it'd be even people that don't even understand that are just like give you the same look. But it's like, what are we doing
being
here,
a
guys?
specious.
Yeah, and
I saw that shit too. But yeah,
and if they go down that route with Darth Maul, even though we know where he ends up with, I would be very disappointed.
I agree. One of the things like that I enjoy just from a Dr. Dana Martin leadership perspective is the Vader redemption arc piece, right? Like, it does not excuse, nor is he forgiven for all things that he has done in the name of the Sith and evil. However, he brought balance to the Force by killing and fulfilling the prophecy and what his destiny was. So, and in reality, I believe Luke was actually the chosen one, because it was by Luke bringing balance to the Force through his father that his father was able to do what he did. Now, Vader, straight up evil. In moments, yeah. In many, many, many moments, 90% of, yeah. Just being in his presence. That's the most bullshit thing I've seen. I think you said, Cam. Like, how is she going to survive Barriss, Inquisitor Barriss, just standing there in front of him? And I was like, because he knew her. I was just trying to be funny because, yeah, I mean, he straight up would have sliced her in half, not even thought of her, just force choked her or something, especially because he knew her, especially because of what with Ahsoka and all. Like, he's still pissed off about that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, again, but what brings Vader back?
Love, compassion, his son.
Yeah.
Yes.
Aww.
I know.
Yeah, but
the point of all that. Oh, go ahead.
But you're having people that are telling these stories that don't know what that's like, right?
Right.
They
the
don't
flip
know.
Side of that is Palpatine. Palpatine didn't fall to the dark side because he lost Padme, or because he feared losing, or Darth Revan, or Revan didn't fall because, or Revan fell because of the warring and the inner fighting, and all the stuff and things, right? So there's a reason that people, Jedi specifically, fall to the dark side. But Palpatine didn't fall to the dark side. Even Maul was coerced and tortured into that path. Was he the son of Talzin? Yes, and thus had dark side and the dark, all that magic and all that. But he wasn't Sith. Till later, he wasn't. He was forced down that path. Palpatine flat out frackin' chose that path willingly. Well, let me rephrase that. Palpatine sought it out.
Mm-hmm.
That is evil. Not saying that Maul isn't evil, but saying there's a reason he is evil, that he was turned more bad into evil, killing machine. Vader was turned into an evil killing machine. Count Dooku was turned into an evil killing machine. Palpatine was just evil.
Mm-hmm.
There was no turning. And I've never spoken of Papa Palps like this.
Go for Papa.
The kind of deep dive stuff I've been working through for some of this preparation for Maul has me really evaluating Palpatine, because obviously, and it's an extension of watching all that created this extension of Palpatine in my brain, where it was like, whoa, that's a compartmentalized piece that we really never get to see on screen. How he became a Sith Lord, how he even discovered the dark side. And you got to dig into comics or books to get that full story. I say, show me young, evil Sheev in a live action series that's based on Naboo and Coruscant. It would be very simple, and it would show that development. I'd be down for that if you stay true to the dude just had a thirst for power and would do anything to achieve it. There was no good in Palpatine. All right, I'll sit in my laurels and shut up and sit. Tell me your thoughts on that side of things, man.
I think it would not to leak the chat, but I think it would almost be scared to I think they would almost be scared to do something like that, just because of the fact that it would represent too much, I think, of what goes on behind the scenes that a lot of us don't know about. And we would almost draw too much parallels to certain probably people in society that they wouldn't even be able to make a show like that, because I mean, we see it now. I mean, I guess a block, a trade dispute's not so bad of a storyline nowadays. You know what I mean? And I feel like if they actually do a Palpatine show well, stay true to the novelization, I think it would. I think they would almost be. It would almost be like reverse psychology of like kind of what we're talking about in the private chat, but also like the people making like, oh my god, this is literally like modern day, and it would be like
it'd be too much.
It would be too much, and they were just like, no, we can't put this out. We can't give this to, instead of like 40 years ago, they would have put it out and say, here you go, interpret it what you may wish, like
I'm gonna say this, and I probably shouldn't. I know firsthand of an individual person that is a high C-level leadership in an organization that was in the country of the organization, and the head of the country had an issue with said person because of something online that was said, and imprisoned that person when they landed. There was never a meeting to go to. It was all a way to get them there. This is a person in the U.S. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, this person is no longer in control of that country. That's evil. That shit happens every day. And then people go out here in America and protest that that person was disposed. But that's a whole nother show, not this channel. So I have some feelings more, I think, maybe now about the courage it takes to call something evil and not just, you're a Nazi, you mean, and just shut the fuck up. There is evil.
There's our F word. You heard it here first, folks. There's our first F word of the show.
Did I?
Of this episode. Of this
I
episode.
didn't say. No, I didn't.
Yeah, you
okay.
did.
Okay, well, we're PG-13 now.
That's it.
Totally
We're not
did.
allowed any other one.
We're PG-13.
You can't say another one, or else it goes up.
That's evil, and that's minor evil to what that individual has done as well.
Literally, in some circumstances,
it is like that. It does happen, and there are Palpatines in smaller form, not galactic form, that are in our world today. And no, they may not be politicians, but they may take forms as CEOs or presidents of other companies, and they are just as bad and just as evil as a Palpatine. Is that hard to fathom? Honestly? No. Is it hard to fathom that a leader would try to start a war for their own benefit? No. It's happened ever since. Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Beginning of time.
Alexander the Great, Genghis Khan. Like, you can go so far back.
Go down the list.
Still find that, dude.
I thought of one. I'm not going to say it out loud.
David, just to get a girl. Just to get a girl, he sent her husband to the front line. David.
The original Caesar.
Caesar. Et tu, Brute?
It's a Caesar salad.
He was
we've
afterwards.
seen the face, I think, of evil. It's hard to, I like using, it's hard to use, to your point in the private chat. There was a line there, I'll say it. You ever think that they are just brainwashing us into thinking that evil people in our society, they're not actually as bad as we think they are?
Yeah. 100%.
Well, this would be the proper time to make sure we have been conditioned in such a way, because how quickly we fall out of the news, Diddy. How quickly we fall out of the news, Weinstein. How quickly we fall out of the news, Epstein. How quickly we fall out of the news. Like, see, and that's just the pedos, right? Like, that's not even the other corruption and the killing. And man, yeah. But here in the beginning, I said I was glad to live in a place that I could have a channel and speak on things and whatnot. And while there is that freedom, is it perfect? No. Where else, though, would I rather be? Nowhere. Honestly. Texas. I mean, I just really honestly wouldn't want to be anywhere else. And
loser down here.
Oh no!
Hey, my cost of living's cheaper, and so is my gas.
Oh, dang it.
It's about the same. Okay.
No.
No,
I $3.20. If
go
that.
ahead.
So if that.
I think like
$2.99 at some places.
Much to your point, Dana, I think there's much like we used to be a proper society of where you used to be able to, how do I say this? There used to be a civil understanding, right? There used to be times where probably even, our grandparents, maybe your parents, honestly, maybe even you, Dana, where you felt, the country that you reside in, with all its faults, the greatest country, the greatest empire ever created, served its citizens, and people had the opportunity to create life, enjoy life, do as they please, and be able to make honest living and do all of those type of things. There used to be to that point, there used to be great storytellers going back to the dawn of time, right?
Homer.
But all those people, right, wrong, or indifferent, there was a point to the story they were creating. Like, I'm reading Dune right now, and it's the falling victim to the prophetic Messiah and trying to bring about, right, this prophecy that you're trying to force in hand, right? You've got, Chronicles of Narnia with its religious themes, but at the core crux of all these, there's this morality system. There's this damn near biblical, like, underlying themes in a lot of the great stories that we love and know that are missing from current stuff, but they're trying to take said things, right, and then again bring it into the modern world. And what's it doing? Kids, I mean, who do the young kids have now, right? Spider-Man,
Only
right?
Star?
Yeah, but like, again, those are old.
JoJo
What?
Siwa?
Wait,
Yeah,
no,
I mean,
no, don't
what?
say, no.
I don't
Keep
know.
her name out
Yeah.
of this demon. No.
Yeah, but what characters? What character do young kids? What heroes do they want to look up to, right? That aren't ones that were made 20, 30, 50, 60, 70 years ago, right? You used to be able to have that.
Yeah.
And where is it?
What do you want? You want to be Ash? Maybe is that a superhero?
Well, they've gotten
from 99.
Yeah, they've gotten rid of Ash now too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and you can even say Luffy,
sunsetted.
but that was from before that was in the 90s. Luffy.
Yeah.
Same as Naruto.
Yeah, none of the new anime characters are like none of those in Ichigo. I mean, Eren Yeager's more in like the
you know.
Yeah, he's in like the Anakin and Paul Atreides class,
Yeah.
But like, you think about it, that's sad, man. Like, if I've kids, like, we're gonna be watching nothing but 90s and early to mid 2000s television because there's nothing for them to aspire to. There's nothing for them to want to be.
We had the Saturday morning cartoons too, or like we had afternoon like we had Cartoon Network. There were cartoons like X-Men that we used to. That was, I guess, in the 90s too, late 90s,
Ultron,
early 2000s.
Dragon Ball.
Do y'all remember a show called Bonkers?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So Jason wants to be a police officer now because he watched that. That is what he wants to do when he grows up now, is because he watched the cartoon and Human Cop go fight bad guys. And I was like, I want to be like that.
I
was like,
this is Boys in Blue.
Older than
Where did
me.
you find that? Where did you
It's
find
on Disney Plus.
That's not Darkwing Duck. I don't know it.
It's on Disney. Darkwing Duck, Bonkers, Gummy Bears. Those are all on Disney Plus right now. So that's all we watch.
There's a picture of Zane and I with
Launchpad
and McQuack.
Oh, that was so cool.
Yeah.
I can't believe I knew him.
I can't think of anyone, man. Currently, I mean, I know I'm 50, but I can't.
Like, you'd have to think superheroes.
Yeah, and it's sad, man, because there's nothing core memories I have as a kid of like getting made fun of at the lunch table because I wanted to be Spider-Man when I grew up, or like, wanted to be Batman the next week, and the next week wanted to be an astronaut because I saw a cool space commercial, or you know what I mean? Like, just the ever, and there's pros and cons to it, I'll say, but like and this kind of plays into what like some of your stuff, but like the chasing of growth, the chasing of wanting to be better, not just for you, but for others.
Mm-hmm.
And in that, you hold yourself to a standard of like, no, like we put the shopping cart back because that's what good people do. We open the door for women, children, and a lot of the times men, because that's what you do for your neighbor. That's what you do for others. And now you have this, well, you're just perfect the way you are. There's nothing else you have to do. Like, you are enough. And however you act is enough because that's the way you are, and blah, blah, blah. Like, there's no new society, new storytelling just tells you. It's just a bunch of telling. This person feels this way, but that's okay because that's them. This person is this, and that's okay because it's just, there's no growth, there's no journey, there's no hero or person wanting something more than living on a freaking farm in the middle of the desert, right? And wanting to go off and see the galaxy. There's nothing of that anymore.
No.
And in that you take that special story of growth that the hero takes, right? That we do like every day with our lives, right? And it's just gone. And so you create lazy storytelling, and then at that same point you create lazy people because, well, I'm perfect just the way I am, like, and if so and so doesn't recognize it, like, that's on them. Like, I'm good enough, I deserve this just because I'm here. And it's like, no, I mean, if you want to get a doctorate, what do you got to do? You got to get the money, get accepted, sign up for classes, and do the work and finish. Like, that's what you do when you want things. And that's a part of the journey. And we don't get that anymore. Yeah. It's always just shit. The laziness of the storytelling has taken the ambition, the self-personal growth journey out of society, and then it's like, man, if I was a kid, like, I don't know who I'd be wanting to look up to and who I'd be wanting to be,
Mm-hmm.
And that's sad because that's like what childhood is supposed to be about. You go out and you climb a tree and you jump off it thinking you're Spider-Man, and you break a leg or you roll an ankle or you scruff up your knee, and it's like, man, I can't do what the guys do on TV, but like maybe I can climb the same tree, not as high, but a little lower, and jump off and see if I can make it, right? I mean,
kids don't take their skateboards off their roofs anymore.
No.
You're exactly right. That's what you're talking about. Like, there's none of that in the generation that's writing right now for us. And because there was not that level of risk taking, and I did the same. We've touched on this kind of stuff before in the show. I did the same for these kids. I protected them from stuff I probably shouldn't have. Let them experience, right? I was not a helicopter by any stretch. I'm like, oh, you don't want to jump out of the airplane? It's okay, go. Like,
go Power
but because of that, I think is we made weakness inherent in the aura of that person, so that who I am as I am for the outside world and those of us that are educated from a experienced level, you're weak. You don't have resilience. You don't have the spine you need. You don't have these things. We created that. But that group is in those chairs now, writing. And their experience that they're writing from to shoehorn into this other universe in the Star Wars, for the example, in Lord of the Rings, all of those things are now showing up in the writing. And they're not daring. They're actually not. You're not being daring when you're preaching. That's not the art. The art isn't the preach, right? You'd be daring telling a story that might get a negative review from a special interest group if what you're doing in that story is pertinent to the story, if it makes sense to the story, all the stuff and things, and it's not shoehorned in, you got no problems. None of that risk taking is happening because no one wants to be canceled, because no one wants to be losing their paycheck or their livelihood. The risks that are being taken are not really risks. And we created that problem in that generation. And that generation's fruit is now a reflection of that.
Well, and then I think like a lot of that shows up, a lot of like that, with what we talked about at the start of the show after we spent the first 20 minutes talking about mostly the modern world, but like the risk of bringing Maul back, and like Sam Witwer said, like he's splitting the fan base in half, and even we all had somewhat differing opinions. I think the young cats were more in line than necessarily you were, but still, we still got, they didn't change course just because people didn't like it. Like we got the full finish in Clone Wars and then going into Rebels, and then we see him a little bit in Solo, whatever. And it's, you get from crazy spider leg dude who's tweaking to what we got at the end of Rebels, and they're still the same character, and there's still a journey that we're getting there. Obviously, he, with what you could say, maybe doesn't complete necessarily the growth journey that one would get, but he's not a hero. But he still had a journey, but he still made the decision of like, and his, like we also talked about, like his never-ending climb of pushing the rock up just for it to come back down. But there's still a good journey with a not quote-unquote hero, but it's still good storytelling, and we're still getting it. And I'm hoping that that translates into the show next week, which I think it can do. But don't flip the script on us because we're in this 2026 storytelling. Like, we're all adults. We can handle it. And Dana, as you know, and we all grew up watching these shows like in the 90s and the 2000s. Like, they were kid shows, but there were adult themes, and they didn't sacrifice the adult themes in the show just because it was a show made for 7 and 8-year-olds, there was still the story to tell.
Yeah.
And people can handle it. You don't need to hold us back from climbing the tree because we might fall. Like, you fall, you hurt yourself, you learn from it, and you keep going. That's life. That's the journey. So,
yeah, I felt like the story of Luke's journey, just in that original trilogy, not perfect storytelling, but damn near chef kiss. I mean, it was very good. It showed his why. It showed his ability, and then it showed him diving into and learning his new ability to what we end up getting. Where I believe that disconnect occurs in the sequel trilogy is Rey is not that journeyed character. The adversity of losing Luke's aunt and uncle versus losing your parents years ago, and have been making it on your road. That's way different catalyst. And finding a droid being the catalyst to get you off that, like, that was not. Yes, that was kind of the same thing, but you know what I'm saying. It's a different thing. You didn't have anything already to begin with on that planet. Luke had everything on that planet. He says he had nothing because he lost Aunt Beru, but he had friends, relationships, people. It's not the same. And so even the starting point for the journey for those characters, way better written than Rey. And I'm not here to dog on that. I'm here to kind of, I guess, yeah, I agree. When I kind of look at Luke and as a hero's journey, it's done right. Rey, it's not.
and it's a shame because there's still something there for her. There's still the loss of dealing with the visions or the memories of your parents giving you up, right? There's still arguably a fun story to tell of this unlikely scrapper on some no-name planet barely getting by, becoming the hero of the galaxy. And there's something there with a stormtrooper gone rogue and wakes up and becomes a Jedi. You know, there's something there that they could have done with, and it's sad because it's not their fault. It's just the lack of creativity and storytelling and and the current at the time leadership trying to chase the magic, they call it, of the original, you know, getting back to the original trilogy, right? And I'm like, well, you don't have any. You don't understand what gets to that magic clearly because you're telling us you're scared to let these characters lose. Like when I rewatched Force Awakens, like why I get he's hurt, whatever. He took the blaster from Chewie, but like, why is Rey and Finn, I guess Finn maybe, you know, and Rey with their little stick, how are they competing with a cat that was trained by freaking Luke Skywalker? I mean, there's no reason any of them should leave that battle unscathed, regardless of what condition Kylo's in. And the more they continue to tell us this person's great and tell us this person's sad, to tell us X, right? What's going on with the story, just preaching and telling and blah, 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 blah. Instead of just giving me the story, showing it to me, and letting me figure it out myself. Like, that's bad. That's inherently bad storytelling, and a sign of you're not good at your job. It's much like what is going on with, like, hey, Dana, Mr. President, gas is $4 a gallon. The American people can barely afford groceries, let alone pay $4 at the tank. And you got credit card debt at an all-time high or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, I mean, we're going to be out of here soon, you know, and then it's going to go down. But I mean, the stocks are up. And it's like, you don't understand. You don't get it. And
I mean, I did only pay $1.99 for my 18 eggs this weekend. So
Damn it! Sorry. Just
no, that was great.
That's a
I
good
mean,
thing.
I was
Yeah.
paying $5, $6, almost $6 for 18 a couple years ago. So,
but much like I
anyways.
told Josiah in the car on the way to lunch today, we will prevail against the clankers. Spirit of men will prevail against the clankers. I have a feeling we're gonna get good good storytelling that's gonna come back. Because if not, I mean, Hollywood just as a whole just isn't gonna survive. You're not gonna be able to keep paying all these influencers to go to your events, right? To tell us that, oh, this new Daredevil show is awesome, right? We're back to Netflix season 1 Daredevil, and then we watch the show and it's like, man, this is pretty ass, you know? Or I got to go spend $400 to take me and my 2 kids, right, and my wife to go watch a Saturday matinee of name whatever show or
Zootopia
movie.
too.
Yeah. It's like, give us good stuff. The word of mouth now with social media and everything will travel infinitely more. And the more you give us the good stuff, right? The more Top Gun Mavericks that we have, and the less, I don't know, any other movie, right? Honestly, in more recent, the more Project Hail Marys that we have, and the less name any recent Dwayne The Rock Johnson movie in the last 5 years.
Hair and Moana, and it looks
Anaconda.
wrong.
Yeah,
No.
I
Too
mean,
much. No. King Kong.
Scorpion
No.
King.
we'll be in a better spot. Now, Project Hail Mary is based off a book, whatever, but it was based
Was it
off of
good?
source material with people that liked the source material, that understood the story that was trying to be told, and didn't shy away from the really tough elements of the story to tell. So
Actually read the source material. It's like,
That
I've heard
is-
about it. I watched some of the stuff from it. You didn't read it.
yeah,
You read any of it? Every Percy
Yeah.
Jackson series I have ever seen. You didn't read the book.
mm-hmm.
Read it.
But we'll get back to it. I mean, if we don't have that hope, then what's the point of even doing this, right?
Yeah.
You got to have that level of hope that we'll beat the clankers, but that also modern, that we'll get some cat in some high level seat of entertainment that's not going to be scared about pissing off the keyboard warriors and actually giving us good stories to tell. So
one last kind of thing, headcanon. I will just for the record state I only have one real fear, because in my head canon, he is takes this Twilight under his wing as an apprentice, I think is kind of how the story goes anyway. And he's absolutely terrible, absolutely mean, absolutely, like, because that's how he was trained. That's my expectation. If it's some soft development BS,
He's not allowed to be nice.
I will not hold back. I'm just telling you now.
Well, I mean, how did he learn how to maneuver around Ezra that way? He would have had to have failed somewhere.
Yeah. I just I don't want relational Maul with an apprentice. We know, to Cam's point earlier in the show, 100% selfish ambition as to what he was doing with Ezra, right? So, to your point, maybe if we see that it's a ruse, as long as it's not a real man.
Get down to earth, Maul.
Anyway, still looking forward to it. Not gonna get my hopes too high, but not gonna drop them too low. Just see what happens.
I think in the end it'll be a fun time. I think with Sam Woodward involved, I think they got a good leading guy for what it's worth. So
yeah, I don't think that he would go too far outside of canon. So I think they're smart. They'll listen to him. Yeah, because they're making canon as we speak, right?
Yeah,
well, only the movies or whatever. But yeah,
I mean, or they gave him a fat stack of cash and just told him to shut up and do whatever they tell you to do, which also could be the play that happened. But I like to think, in my own head canon, he's just one of those cats that would read the script and say, you know what? No, I'm good. If y'all want to go, y'all can do a Darth Maul show, but I'm not. I'm good. You know,
going the Warhammer.
Well,
yeah. Yeah. I mean,
people lose their shit. Yeah.
Yeah, because then at that point, your show's DOA because the guy that we're known, that's one of the two guys that's known for Darth Maul isn't a part of the show. I mean, and he's a pretty core crux of it with the voice. You're not going to get people to watch it. So I would like to think then that he's read the story. He likes the story. He thinks it'll be faithful to what's important to him. And I think for most of the fan base, I think that would mean it would be important and good for us. So
I don't think anyone would disagree that he literally breathed life into that character. Yeah.
Yep.
Because as we stated in the beginning, it was 6 or so lines is all they had. We had a dialogue, and yeah. So, jeez. Anyways, awesome. Looking forward to it. What do you guys got coming up? You'll be out the next couple weeks, Cam, right? Lore Master, what do you got going on?
I don't know about Tuesday specifically, but I know in 2 weeks, on Thursday the 23rd, we are opening up for Ryan Hunter at Cheatham Street in San Marcos, Texas. That's me and Thomas Babiak. Now, the day after, if you're like, oh, I live in Houston, that's too far. Well, I'm going to be in Cleveland, Texas, opening up with Chance Cochran. We're opening up for this cat called Carson Jeffrey. Cleveland, Texas, at the Texan Theater. Be a lot of fun. And if you're like, I'm busy those 2 days, what about I live in Austin, what about Saturday? Well, Saturday, I'm going to be in Dripping Springs, Texas, and I will be playing with Von Seegers. We're going to be at Founders Day in Dripping Springs. So it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of traveling.
Very cool. I met that guy. He opened for you guys at, didn't he?
Hudson's on Mercer, I think.
Yeah. Very cool.
Okay.
Awesome. So you'll have gas money. I won't worry.
I made sure.
Awesome. All right. Thank you, Eris, for jumping on late and for being available the next few weeks while we're kind of going through this show stuff. So
Yep.
Very cool. Cam, I hope you feel better, brother.
Thanks, man.
All right. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to do all the stuff. Remember, kids, peace is alive. There's only passion. Good night.
already hopped off.